Hello and welcome to Getting Started with Searching PubMed. This tutorial is designed to give you tips and strategies on how to search PubMed more effectively. To follow along with the live search demonstration, please visit the Kornhauser Library website now. To access PubMed, visit the Kornhauser Health Sciences Library website. Select Top Resources and select Medline via PubMed. Alternatively, you can go to the nursing portal, which is located near the center of the Kornhauser Library main page. Once in the portal, PubMed is the fourth link under Essential Resources for Nursing. When you enter PubMed from the Kornhauser website, notice that you are not required to enter your ULink account information. This is because PubMed is a free resource available to anyone in the world. However, you must always enter PubMed from the Kornhauser Library website. This is because going through the Kornhauser website links PubMed to our library catalog, which gives you access to all of our full-text resources. If you do not go to PubMed from the Kornhauser webpage, you will not be able to read or download many of the articles and resources that would otherwise be available to you. If you watched my earlier video, Getting Started with Searching CINAHL, you will notice that PubMed's main search page looks very different. There's only a single search box at the top where we will enter our terms. Before we start searching, we're going to recap the 3 steps to prepare for searching that we discussed when learning about CINAHL. We're going to use the same question for step 1 that we did for CINAHL. Does music therapy improve quality of life in cancer patients? In step 2, we've broken down our question into 3 components: music therapy, quality of life, and cancer. And we're going to stop there. PubMed uses a search algorithm called automatic term mapping. Basically, it finds synonyms for you. A fair warning, however, automatic term mapping is not perfect. Be prepared to come up with synonyms and alternative search terms if you are not getting the results you need. Here are a few things to remember when searching PubMed using automatic term mapping. First, do not use Boolean logic. That means don't connect your terms with and, or not. Also, do not use punctuation of any sort. That means no quotation marks, parentheses, dashes, or anything else. Basically, what you need to do is just put all of your terms together in one single string. Let's take a look at how it works in PubMed. Here, I've entered the 3 concepts from our question. Does music therapy improve quality of life in cancer patients? Into the search box. Music therapy, quality of life, cancer. Notice that, as I said earlier, there are no ands or ors in between my terms, and I've not used any punctuation to separate any of the terms. This is exactly what your search should look like. I'm going to click Search to see my results. The results page in PubMed is a little more complicated than other resources, so let's break it down to our key areas. On the far left are our limiters. In CINAHL, they're on the front page, but in PubMed, you need to get your results to actually see them. At the bottom, you can click on Show Additional Filters to add additional filter options like age, sex, or language. If you are being asked to locate a very specific type of study, you can go to Article Types at the top and click Customize. This opens up the ability to limit by case reports and other studies like meta-analysis, practice guideline, and randomized controlled trial. Check the boxes next to each article type you're interested in, as I've done here, and hit Show. Now they've been added to my options on the left. Your results won't actually be limited by any of these options until you click on one of them. So if I click on Randomized Controlled Trial, you can see my results have been limited to 13. If I want to remove this limit, all I have to do is hit Clear at the top by where it says Article Types, or just click again on this highlighted selection. Before we get into our actual results, there are 3 other sections I want to show you. First, this top box which filters articles down to what PubMed thinks are the closest matches. Keep in mind that these 3 articles will also be found within the 92 results listed below. They're just being highlighted out by PubMed for special focus. Next, in the far right corner, PubMed has also filtered out articles that have similar titles to our search query. Again, these are also in the main results, they're just being highlighted for us here. Finally, let's look at the search details box on the right side. Remember how I said automatic term mapping finds synonyms for us? Well, this is where we can see what PubMed was thinking when it did the search. Click on See More to open the search details into a new window. In the section Translations, you can see that PubMed recognized cancer as neoplasms, but it did not include complementary therapy for music therapy. This might indicate that it would be good to go back and run our search again, but this time with complementary therapy swapped out for music therapy. You do not have to go in and see these search details every time you run a search in PubMed. I'm just showing you this as a tip to help you troubleshoot when you're not getting the results you need. If PubMed isn't coming up with alternative terms for you, you're unfortunately going to have to do the legwork yourself. Let's return to our results page and take a look at how to access full-text articles. Unlike CINAHL, the PDF will never show up as a link below the citation. You will always have to open a citation to access the full-text article. Which reminds me, as in CINAHL, never ever limit by full text. You will be limiting the vast majority of information available to you as a University of Louisville student. Let's click the first result to open it up. Up on the top right, you will see 2 buttons under the heading Full Text Links. For this article, there is one for Elsevier, the publisher of the article, and one from Find It at U of L. Always use the Find It at U of L button to access PDFs. It will take you into our catalog and provide the best full text availability. Before we click into that though, I want to point out that right below the full text links section is a section called Similar Articles. According to PubMed's records, these articles match the content of the article that I have open so closely that they are matching them to it. It's worth to peruse these listings to see if anything relevant comes up. When I click on the Find It at U of L button, it takes us inside our library catalog. As you can see, there are 2 links that will take me to the full text article. If no links were available, I would scroll down and request the item from Interlibrary Loan. Before ending, I wanted to point out one thing on the results page. Notice that results 2 and 3 have a note saying Free PMC Article under the citation. PMC stands for PubMed Central. PubMed Central is a database of free full-text articles available to everyone in the world. They might even come from journals we don't subscribe to. So if you ever see this free PMC note on an article you like, click into the citation, and under Free Full Text, use the button for PMC that says Free Full Text. Even if we have the Find It at U of L button there, you still want to use the PMC Free Full Text because it will save you time. Instead of having to click all the links in the library catalog, you can simply click the PDF right here on this page, and it will open up for you. And as I showed you in the CINAHL video, Bring your mouse to the top of the page to reveal the download and print options to save your PDF. If you have any questions about anything discussed during this video or any other library resource or service, please feel free to contact me anytime.